from my own practice, because I'm not attached. Why not attached? There is no value, or there is no good thing to be something to attach on in this samsaric world, because I have seen this all phenomena as illusion due to the help of wisdom. So now let's remember a little bit about the emptiness for a little bit. So when we said the most important is I, so all these beautiful practices you are doing for only for your good, so then let's put like this way, okay, I'm doing it for myself only. And then where is that kind of I? And then you just try to find that out, and then you can find anything from its own. But still, then you feel it's dependent. So when you talk about dependent, you ask your 5 aggregates. You are dependent on 5 aggregates of yours, and then also you say I, because other people compared to others, then you become I, right? So other people will tell you, and then yourself will tell I. So it's all dependent on others. So then one, I think I said that in the Navi Shalom about this. So I watched one on a Facebook, and then it is one Indian lady, and she is trying to, maybe there's some crisis going on in India, I really don't know, I didn't watch any news, but then she is giving this very lovely advice. It's about, actually sounds like bodhicitta to me. So she is saying, why so much to become proud and fight, ready to fight for everything? Just think about yourself. The name is, you have a name. Name is given by somebody else, your father, mother, or some others. And then what are you eating, and what are you drinking, and then everything. Not only that, once you are, who will take your crops once you are dead? Who will take care of this? Others. Depend on completely on others. So why so much ego group, and then to be ready to do something negative? So she said, think about it and be positive every time. So then I felt like this is a very good teaching. So it's what the Bodhisattvas do this, and we should pray that we. But sometimes we should do this kind of practice. This is the only way, and nothing else is there. So then your practice will, there's chance to grow or develop. Otherwise, then you feel tired, then you will, okay, this is really hard thing to do, this is really hard thing to do. And maybe if somebody's, this is very, very funny word, you will end up with so many practitioners, maybe really not good practitioners sometimes. Then you follow this path, and then suddenly then there you feel like no good answers, and then you try to think, well, this is not really fun. So we shouldn't give up easily. Before doing it, you should really check what you're doing, and check with the teachers, and then also check with your mind every time, and maybe there's something, other ways to do it. Just don't give up easily. And now time is up. And before doing question and answer, so there will be question and answer for until 4, right? So then maybe I close up my lecture by, we will do dedication together, right? Yeah. So I don't need to tell much about the dedication. So it's everything is written there. So now during these courses, whatever we have gained some virtue, so then through these kind of virtue, may His Holiness Dalai Lama live very, very long life, and then our teacher King Yazullah, and then maybe you have your own other teachers. So wish them a very long life, so that we can learn from them, and then analyze whatever they have taught us, and then don't forget that what you achieve it kind of virtue or knowledge, may this will benefit all the sentient beings. So that includes your parents and family, everything. And then also, if you can dedicate something like, now, whenever I am born, and in the form, what kind of form I will be born, may there is a benefit. Even I go to lower realms and maybe higher ones, my only prayer is wherever there is a benefit that I can bring some peace in others, so be it. And may I always born where there is always teacher or guru teaching you that all the phenomena are as an illusion, and there's no such thing as true inherent existence. So this kind of true teachings, wherever I reborn, may I can hear this kind of teachings. And then now this is my first time to Israel, and I had a great time and made so many friends. And to be honest, I enjoyed your hospital. What is called?
Hospitality.
Not hospital for sure. Hospitality. Okay, well, that's not coming. Okay. So, it's funny, right? So, and I great from the Navishal, Shelly, and then Temi. So now here, the food is so good. It's more than I expect. And yeah, in kibbutz, for sure. And then I had a great time. And my attendant here, he really appreciates it. So this is the one of the best treat that we ever had. So I really thank you all, and especially Dharma friends. The Gila is not here, and once I meet her in Dharamsala, I will surely thank her. And then Livor, and there's another Livor that makes two of them, and then other members of the Dharma friends here. It's difficult to pronounce all the names. Some I forgot. I forgot all your name too, but thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. So, and then all the audience here for making this event very beautiful. And without you, this is not possible. And without me, it's not possible. But then, we all here due to the kindness of the Dharma friends. They are doing a great job. I'm very happy. Some of the practitioners they are doing better practice than me, and some are much older student than older student of Khengyal than me. I started studying with Khengyal in 2000, end of 2012. So you are elder students, senior students of Khengyal. So then now it is one organization, and it's really beneficial. Don't you think so? What do you think? It's really beneficial, isn't it? So we want this organization for a long time. So for this, people like you are putting lots of efforts over time, and then you have your own family to look after. But for all the people who are interested to give more opportunity, they are putting lots of efforts. So I thank you very much, all of you. And now, as an organization, it depends on individuals. Individuals make it a group, right? So then, always it's called Dharma friends. Friendship is very important. Because it's a society, the kind of a group, sometimes there is up and downs, but then main focus is something, only one, that this group is important than us. So through this we benefit others. So this is an act of bodhicitta, I think. So I thank you, and now I have nothing more to say, and I pray for your long life of all of you, and then I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. So, question and answers?
We have now a few minutes for questions and answers. Please, it's open for your questions on whatever you like to ask. Michal has saved the question from the first teaching, so
Okay.
by all means.
So that we just want to know a little bit about you, about your life, like what do you do in your daily life, or projects that what do you do?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I remember your question. So, I do practice, not very punctual or not very strong enough. But still, I feel always connected to my teacher. This is maybe one kind of quality, good quality that I have. Maybe only good quality that I have. I always want to near to my teacher. This is the only quality I call this. I'm proud to say this, but I have no guarantee how long it will. But I always try to maintain this kind of quality. So, and the practice is something. I just read some of the verses and then try to make different way of understanding towards it. And then once I get the meaning and I feel, wow, this is great. So then I feel like maybe for 30 minutes I'm thinking. Then I feel like great. Then I stop doing all the practices. Then whole day I'm just doing nonsense. This is my life. But anyway, but now my responsibility is getting much heavier, than before, and now I'm trying to improve my practices. So, and then time to time I go to my teachers and then ask questions and try to practice that. As a normal life, I go hang out with my friends, gossip. Right? So, and then sometimes I try to influence my friends. Maybe they are saying something wrong, then I say, hey, this is not true. Even you want this to be true, it's not true, then I fight for truth. And I try to teach them, some of my friends. Some I can't teach at all, I don't know, maybe they are more powerful than me. So their influence is stronger than me sometimes. But I'm trying to always stay away from this kind of strong influence. So then I have it, my relief practices. So once I do it, I try to meditate more on it and try to practice not shamatha, maybe a little bit closer to shamatha, but shamatha is quite a heavy thing for me, so I try to meditate, analyze more, I do analytical meditation. And then my Genjazula's commitment to my commitment to Genjazula made me this, okay, if you really want to practice, then can you promise me something? This is what he said. And then I said, oh sure, I will do anything. So then sometimes I do anything, then I may not to do it, but then I say every time to Gyana, then Gyana say, okay, can you just promise me that every day that for 30 minutes you will try to open the book of anything like the Lamrim or other texts by the Nalanda masters, you read for 30 minutes every day. So this is kind of his commitment. So I'm trying to do that. So 30 minutes, I'm just 30 minutes. Sometimes like this, right? Mostly I enjoy it very much, so I can see some changes in the way of my thinking. Right? It's really helpful. So the good thing is, I do what I enjoy, and then I feel like, even I kind of read it, then I feel like when I see this book is very wonderful. And when I want to, even I don't want to read it, then I will take it everywhere. See, I'm taking so many equipments here. This one, I take it everywhere. So this gives me a pleasure. So this is it. So what more you want to know about me?
You speak about your teachers. You teach too on a regular basis?
Not regular basis, but some people invite me, I teach, and then some people have some question, they come to my house and I teach. I don't have like every day giving classes.
I have something, but it's about the text.
Okay.
Geshe-Lam Yutampa.
Yes.
So it says, may I see others as higher.
Yes.
So why is it may I see others as equal? Why higher?
Okay. Because you put Buddha higher because of seeing his kindness towards us. So also Geshe-Lam is putting all the sentient beings higher because he sees their kindness. This morning I said my predecessor, my past life made this equal kindness of Buddha. And so that might be one point that we have to. We don't have any problem putting all the sentient beings in equal, right? We looking down and putting equal is our way of habit. We put our family equal, and the enemy and others below. This is our kind of habit. But now time to change this, because now we are seeing the real qualities of the sentient Buddha in order to achieve the Buddha and to help them. So seeing their kindness. So we ultimately it is like what they are.
Question. I understand how a grown-up can forgive his enemies or the people that hurt him very much. To say, okay, they are my teachers.
Mm-hmm.
But what about a baby that his mother and father hurt him very much?
Mm-hmm.
When he was just born and then he was a toddler and a child and they beat him and they cursed him and they did very bad things to him. And now he's a grown-up and I take care of him.
Okay.
What should I tell him? Forgive them because they don't know better any better? I'm angry at them too.
Yes, for sure.
What to do?
So now there's no point to say his parents are very kind to him. There's no point. Because he knows it, and then we don't want to be stupid in front of him. So now, if he's close to you, and he thinks you are the kind, so now you have to put some example that, for me, I'm doing my best to look after you, I'm taking care of you. So, take this kind of example, right? So kindness is, this you have to point like this. Otherwise, when I talk about kindness of your mother-centered beings, so some have a problem with mother and saying, my father is more kind than my mother. And then I say, okay, you put your father there, right? So same thing, in the father and mother not very kind in this life, so you just put who is kind to you, like teachers. And maybe some whom he feels very comfortable with and he really admires. So now you can still teach him the patience, right? You can still to be patient and the forgiveness. So how long he will go with this bad memory? It is not healthy for him. So now best thing to cure this kind of thing is, it happened because of they saying something very bad about me, or they have maybe some problem with their mental problems, I really don't know. So now it's what Shantideva has said. What it is done, that you cannot do anything to change it, so why to be upset? Then you just forgive it. But then it will to forgive them. It is a really hard thing, because now all these bad memories always there. So then you can say that you should pray that any of the kids in this world may not get this kind of parents. It is hurtful. So he has this kind of strong feelings. So then, in order to remove this kind of way of thinking, it's better for him to pray that nobody suffers like this. So then, ultimately, it is a really good, making good connection indirectly with his parents. And if he doesn't believe much about the great compassion and then bodhicitta, it's really difficult to go through all this process. So better to say the best thing is to forgive, because how long you're going to take this kind of pain inside you? There's nothing to do with it, right? So best, I forgive. But you don't need to go near to him and say, I forgive. if it helps, then it is okay to make. If you see that there's a point to make a friendship with it, surely he can do this. But if he does not want to do that, then think, I just forgive. I don't want to think it anymore. Just forget about it. Maybe there are another best solutions that somebody can offer. This is what I think.
One more question you want to ask something?
It's a little more personal. You grew up into knowing your purpose. They told you your past life you were this person, and you continue his way. You know your purpose from a very small age, right? And most people don't know what they were their past life. Most people don't know, and their whole life is really they're trying to discover what their life purpose is. Can you tell us a little bit how was it for you? That something that they told you this is who you were and this is your purpose? And is this something that because they told you, or do you actually feel it inside of you? And was that the process? Did it take some time?
So, when I was age of 3.5, I was found and recognized as previous Serkong, Tsenshab, which is reincarnation. That time, I'm a very small, and then what I just want is just to play. I don't know what's happening with me. And he shaved my head, the hairs. And then it took maybe for like 1 hour to shave my head, because I just want to play, and then he has to cut, and he will wait and then cut, right? It's around morning. What time? 4 o'clock in the morning. Just I want to play. And then bit surprised because I was taken to my monastery in Spiti, and then they did the enthronement there. My parents are like behind, and I'm on the one big throne, and then everybody looking at me. So it is speechless. Nothing to say, right? It is such a wonderful experience, I say. Very funny feeling. Well then, age of maybe 7 or 8, we went to Dharamsala. I still briefly remember meeting with His Holiness, first time. This is really funny because in Spiti, where I lived, that during that time, only our monastery has a television. I'm talking about in 1980, 88, 89, during that time. Black and white TV. We maybe get every Sunday that we can watch for 1 hour. So this is the best moment. So then, when I reached His Holiness residence in Dharamsala, first meeting with him, and then I was maybe 6, 7 years old, something like that. And then